Welcome to Play On, AFLPLAY's weekly footy fix. I'm your host, Kat Sasso, and each week we'll be bringing you the very best of play. From footy news with a twist to finding out how our guests play on and off the field, plus bringing you all of the viral moments lighting up your feeds, and of course, some very fun challenges along the way. Let's get into it. Joining me today is someone who knows how to hit you right in the feels, in the best way. She's the creator behind Everyday Connection, where she shares stories that make you stop scrolling and actually feel something. From big life moments to all of the everyday little stuff, she's all about connection, creativity, and keeping it real. Welcome, Alicia.
Thank you. That was the nicest intro ever.
Are you so excited to be here right now?
I'm really excited. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to have you. Can you tell me a little bit about you?
So I grew up in between Sydney and the Gold Coast, but Sydney's always felt more like home to me. And I struggled a lot with body image and mental health. So that's why they're two of the things that I'm so passionate about. And I try to focus on a lot on my social media.
I love it. And I love your content so much. Obviously, we've been following each other for such a long time now, and I love your content. Can you tell me a little bit about, you grew up between Sydney and Gold Coast. How big was sport and well-being and everything like that in your life?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was not a sporty kid growing up. My family wasn't big at sport. I tried every sport as a kid, but didn't stick to any of them. And I feel like it hasn't been until now where I've really found, the gym and training and running, and I've found this love for sport that I didn't have growing up. So it's been really nice.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So we've had a big weekend of footy news. So let's take a look in Out of Play.
Cool. I'm excited.
Naturally, rivalries in sport are a massive deal, but I feel like footy completely take the cake at how much their commitment to the cause is unreal, right? So
100%.
Watch this video where Port Adelaide, they challenged their women's players to say something nice about opposition teams, and honestly, it is the funniest thing ever.
Okay.
I like navy blue as the colour.
No comment. About Fremantle, they have Ash Brazel. She was my favourite netballer growing up. Can you say something nice about Melbourne?
Well, good shopping in Melbourne.
Melbourne's got good shopping.
It's accurate though. Melbourne does have good shopping.
Western Australia is a nice place to live.
West Australia's a good place.
Thanks for letting Tilts take Mark of the Year on you guys.
Never been, so I wouldn't know.
Me neither.
Luke Hodge,
Orange is a nice colour.
great of the club.
That's a winner.
That is the best. Naturally, you, Alicia, are a huge advocate for spreading positivity, but have you ever had a situation like that where you had to kind of be nice to someone who maybe wasn't super nice to you, or for whatever reason, you probably weren't super excited about giving someone a compliment?
Look, honestly, not really.
I love that so much.
I feel like, again, I didn't play competitive sport growing up, so I don't have this mentality of I don't like this person purely because they're my opponent.
Yeah.
For me, I try to see that you can learn something from everybody, and I don't get along with everybody, but there's always something to learn from other people, whether you like them or not.
That is exactly the answer that I was expecting from you. That's so great.
I'm glad. I was nervous.
Well, moving on to our next video. So Hawthorn's admin just somehow manages to stitch up their players every single time, right? So you need to see this video. It's so good.
Okay. Right. Is this a security video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of see in his eyes when he realizes that's they're taking the piss out of him.
His dance move, it reminds me
the robot.
Yeah, literally do that.
If you got the chance to be a team admin for the day to stitch up some players, what do you think would be your best stitch up?
Honestly, I don't think I'm that funny or creative to come up with something like that, but I love food, so I'd probably trick them into eating something really gross or spicy and them not
the
know.
Jelly Belly, the jelly beans, the ones that taste good and bad. You just give them all the bad ones.
Just give them a vomit. Straight up earwax.
All right. Next up, we have a goal celebration, and honestly, this is 10 out of 10 effort. This requires the entire team to get involved with this one.
Yeah.
It's gone.
So she's kicked her goal, right?
Yeah.
It's giving like Wii Sports.
That is amazing. Oh, Wii Sport, what a
Like
throwback.
Wii bowling. that looks like
Bowling.
something that you would find on like if you scored a strike on Wii bowling.
Yeah. Honestly, it looks like an NFL celebration. They do
Yeah.
those
I
in
love a bit of a
movies.
celebration. I don't feel
Yeah.
like footy players do it enough. I feel like they need to do it
No.
more.
No, they definitely do. I love the last pin that's just like, is
Jiggling
it gonna fall?
And then our next one is, so you'd usually go and watch your friends play footy or play sports, right?
100%, yeah.
But this one's so wholesome because they've gone to go watch their friend coach a footy team. It's
Aw.
so sweet. Watch this. I love the BTS. It's so good. She's got a clipboard and
Clipboard.
everything.
It's serious business.
She's really, really into it. I love
Yeah.
that so much. That's awesome.
She's like
Have
a
you got any
proud
friends
mum.
that coach like any sports?
No, but fun fact, I used to be a teacher and I actually got asked to coach the rugby team
Really?
at school.
Did you do it?
I did do it.
I love that.
Didn't know anything about it.
That's
but
fine.
I was the hype girl.
Okay,
I
did
was
you enjoy
the-
it?
I did. It was really fun.
That's so fun. I feel like it would be so much fun to coach like a kids sports team.
Yeah.
I feel like it would just be chaos, but so much fun.
Well, these are like 17, 18-year-olds.
Oh,
so
even better. Like, that would be so much fun.
There's a lot of
'Cause
banter.
that would be chaos. Yeah.
Chaos.
Our last video for Out of Play is, guys, one thing that you need to know about me is that I hate waiting in lines. I don't know about you, but patience is a virtue that I do not have. And I struggle, right? But
Yeah.
this person is speaking my language because if you take a look at the line at the canteen, it's massive, but look what they've gone and done.
At the canteen.
Just a full setup out the boot. How good is that? I wish, like, my car is way
That is
too
so
small, way too small to even consider putting anything like that in
Oh,
my
I don't
car.
know. You just need a camping
There's
stove.
a full shelf. But, like, honestly, game changer.
But I wonder what they're making in there. Like Frankfurts?
Maybe noodles or something. I don't know.
2-minute
It looks 2-minute noodles.
Just boiling
You know
some
what? You're right. I
Frankfurts.
didn't even think about what they'd be making in there. That's crazy.
Well, they're definitely not making a pie.
No,
The meat
that's
pie.
for sure. Okay. Crazy. So that's everything that I've got for you guys this week on Out of Play. But we're going to get into my favorite segment now, which is How Do You Play? And we're going to dive deep into your story and what you do. So I want you to tell me about what you do as a creator.
Okay. Well, I try to just be as vulnerable as I can and share my journey with whatever it is I'm going through, whether it be anxiety, depression, self-doubt, how I'm training. Yeah, and I just honestly try to be really authentic with what's going on because I think that's something that's really missing on social media. We see like a highlight reel and we don't actually see the whole picture of what someone's going through, whether it be body image issues or a really bad day or a really good day. I think it's important that we see all the highs and the lows.
Yeah, it's important to keep it real. But what does an average day in your life look like?
Every day is very different. But normally I get up, train, go for a walk, try listen to a podcast. And then usually I literally just go to the library for most of the day and edit or write or it's pretty boring. It's like a normal job that I go to and I just sit in the library like the library's my office.
Yeah.
And then I usually train again in the afternoon. Silly me. Don't train twice a day. Don't recommend that. But and then I literally read and go to bed early. I'm a grandma.
That's
I
really
swear.
nice. I feel like you're obviously really very much an advocate of, mental health and physical well-being, and you've actually inspired me a lot in my own kind of journey of like well-being and health and stuff. And I love the way that you show how you kind of go through every day and everything that you're doing. How important is it for you that you're continuing to keep yourself moving and, doing all the things that kind of fuel your body in the right way for you?
Yeah, it's really important for me. A few years ago, I had really bad depression. I was in a really dark place and I was 20 kilos heavier as well, and like going to the gym was the first thing that I found where I could fully switch my brain off. And so now I move my body every day, not to be a certain size or not to look a certain way, but it literally helps me feel sane throughout my day. Like training is my safe space, moving my body is my safe space, and like it's challenged me in ways that I never thought that I ran a half marathon, never thought I could do that.
That's crazy.
Couldn't even run 5Ks before, let alone run a half marathon. So I've been able to really push myself, and yeah, it's helped me so much. Movement is so important for everybody.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So going back to your life as a creator, what would you say is your biggest career clanger? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about when I say clanger, it essentially means like a mistake.
Okay.
What would be your biggest career clanger?
As a creator?
As a creator, yeah.
That's a really hard one.
I know. I've got so many. I have so many.
I feel like I think for me, I take comments way too personally.
Yeah.
You know, it comes with the territory, yes, getting negative comments, but you know, when you're already someone that's struggled with body image or like self-doubt, hearing other people say the words that you've told yourself in your head, it hurts so much more. And I've had to really build a thick skin to be able to not have a mental breakdown every time someone says I look fat or like says something negative about me. And it definitely is a process. I've had lots of mental breakdowns over like a little comment, but it's also allowed me to grow and know that I have everything I need within myself, and I don't need to focus on anybody else other than what I think of me.
Yeah. What do you think is kind of like the biggest way that you navigate that stuff? Like, what do you think is the most important way for you to navigate through that and not dwell on it?
I mean, it's probably not healthy, but I keep myself really busy. And I try, like I journal every day, or I try to. Yeah, like going to the gym, like doing those activities that I know help me mentally, keep me really strong mentally as well.
Okay, and now what is your biggest career, like match-winning quarter or career highlight?
Yeah, this is really hard. I feel like there's a few, but I think for me, when I first started Everyday Connection, I held a connection event, and it was mostly my friends that came, which was really nice, and we raised money for families experiencing homelessness, and I got to buy all of them Christmas presents and then give them out. And I think I keep that as my career high because that is why I started doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And when someone messages me and is like, oh, like you saying that you had a really bad day or not, it really helped me, like to know that I'm not alone. That also is why I do what I do.
Yeah.
And I think that they're really important to have as career highs that we hold on to because they're so special.
Yeah, and it's really nice to be able to like do things for other people as well, and to actually positively contribute to someone else's life in whatever way. Like you might not be there to kind of see your impact, but it's still really incredible that, you know, you're able to do that and you're able to give back to people in that way.
Absolutely. I think being a creator can get really caught up in all the things that you should have, and like I need new clothes or I need to look a certain way, but really like why did you start doing what you're doing? Like it's not for that. Well, for me it's not for that.
Well, we're going to jump straight into another fabulous segment, which we're going to dive into all of the most viral moments of the week. So iPads at the ready, let's go. So luckily for everyone, I am chronically online. Like I'm talking every single meme, every single trend or viral video you've ever seen, I will know what that is. Like I have an actual folder in my phone of reaction pictures. And there's over like 1,000 pictures in there. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Okay. So you know that I will be bringing the most viral moments from social. So we're going to dive right into it now.
Amazing.
So let's start off with our first video. You were in New Zealand recently.
Yeah.
Was it snowing?
It actually snowed a little bit on the last day.
Yeah.
But no, unfortunately. It felt like it was cold enough to be
snowing. Yeah.
But no.
Well,
no snow.
Would you believe that we have got snow in Melbourne, actually, in Victoria?
No
way. We
have
got mountains. So Mount Buller has been like covered in snow. So take a look at this video. Imagine playing footy in this.
Oh. That's in Melbourne.
That's, well, not Melbourne,
Or
Melbourne,
Victoria.
it's Victoria. But still, there's places in Australia where
What?
it literally snows like that. How crazy is that?
That is wild. That literally looks like Norway.
I know. It's insane, right? All right, now second video. You obviously love the gym.
Yeah.
I love the gym too. Imagine this happening to you on your first time going to a new gym.
I'm scared. Oh my
Like
god.
the whole roof. Like not even just the roof. Like I think that was
There's like weights and
that
everything
was like
come
rocks
down.
that came out of there. That was crazy.
Wow.
What would you do if that happened?
Honestly,
your
I would
first-
never go back to that gym ever again. I would fear for my life. I would
Just
pick up a
scared that the
dumbbell and be
roof's-
like, oh no.
Yeah, the roof's gonna just like cave in
Yeah.
on you.
Trauma.
Oh my
Triggered.
God.
I'm done.
Well, video number 3, I'm loving that the Black Eyed Peas are making a comeback. Like, I think there's 3 or 4 songs of theirs that are going viral at the moment that are like trending.
Yeah.
But I saw this video and I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. This dad and his daughter doing the Black Eyed Peas
Oh,
trend. And look at her just like shaking
Oh.
it. She's doing the dance and everything.
Oh my gosh, that's so
And the helmet
cute.
too?
Yeah.
I
All
think
about the
that's really
helmet.
nice. And, you know, I feel like it's so much fun watching dads and their daughters with
Yeah.
with their little hobbies that they do.
Yeah.
And motorbiking and mountain biking. I grew up with that stuff, so that's so cool.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fun
well, not
fact
me,
about
but my
you.
friends did. And I used to be very jealous. My parents never let me ride a motorbike. Sucks. All right.
Oh,
And then the final one, which I've just seen, and I feel like we need to test this after this episode.
okay.
It's the trend where apparently if you walk like this, you get the perfect candid pic. And like
Oh.
the way that they're prancing about is so funny. Watch this.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was not
Can you,
expecting
like,
that.
The photos look so good though, but like
They kind of look like they're doing a little Irish dance.
an Irish jig. Oh my God. So those are my most viral moments of the week. And now for the pièce de résistance before the siren goes for this episode, we're going to play a game called Code Switch. Now, I kind of like gave you a bit of a rundown as to what this would be, but
Yeah.
for everyone at home, the rules are super easy. So I'm going to give you 5 footy related words and 5 creator related words, and then you have to come up with the opposite scenario for the word. So for example, I'll give you a footy word, you have to come up with a real life creator scenario.
Okay.
You ready?
I think.
Okay, I've got
I'll
a
try my
card.
best.
I've got a card and I'm going to give you all of the footy words.
Okay.
We're not going to show the camera because then you guys will work them out. Okay. So our first footy word is specky.
Okay. Well,
This is hard.
this is
I've
hard.
put you on the spot.
I guess the one video that goes viral.
Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, now next word will be interchange.
Interchange. Literally, when you're going from being all camera ready to the little gremlin editing.
Fully. And honestly, story of my life. I feel like I'm 90% gremlin, 10% actually ready to be on camera.
I wouldn't even say 9. I would say I'm 99%
1%,
gremlin,
1%
1%
ready.
camera
100%.
ready.
I don't even actually remember the last time I put on makeup before today.
Yeah, neither.
Seriously. All right, third word is tagger.
Oh, those people that like always comment that first comment,
First comment.
first like.
I haven't gotten those for a long time. I feel like
Yeah.
that's such a TikTok thing as well. Like you have to be like
Yeah.
first.
with the tongue.
Like,
out.
okay. All right, and my final footy word is benched.
Oh. A content. Oh. Couldn't even speak then. A content idea that you had.
Yeah.
That you like didn't actually use.
Yeah, we've got so many.
You saved
of
it for
those.
later.
I have
Yeah.
so many of
I've got a whole notes page.
I think I've also got like 25 vlogs that I just haven't edited because I'm just like, oh, you can stay there.
Yeah.
I haven't
That's too
got
much
the
to
time
do.
for you.
Yeah.
All right, now we're
Absolutely.
going to do our creator words. So our first creator word is shadow ban.
Shadow ban. Oh, being sent to the twos without any warning.
Yeah, that's devastating. That is actually,
Sad.
that would hurt. I've never experienced that personally. I'm too good for that, but I'm joking. I've never experienced that personally.
Shadow banning or being sent to the twos?
Shadow banning I have. Oh my
Oh,
God, that is
okay.
the worst place to be. All right, next word, collab.
Collab. Oh, the dream midfield duo.
I love that. That's a good one. All right, next one, hard launch.
Or a new club signing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like AFL clubs do, it's obviously the draft is like a whole thing.
It's a big thing.
But when they're out of the draft and they're signing new players, I feel like it's such a thing to like hard
absolutely.
launch their players.
It's a drama.
Yeah. So much drama. All right. My next one is ghosted.
The teammate that doesn't pass the ball.
Yeah, honestly. And they're the worst ones as well. Like, stop being a hog.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Be a team player.
I know. And then my last one is getting caught in 4K.
Oh, getting caught missing a pass.
Yeah, that hurts. I filmed myself trying to bounce a footy, which I'm not very
I did see that video.
with a footy. I actually posted it like recently. And yeah, I got caught out on my own. I did it to myself, not being able to bounce a footy. I got there in the end, but it was not fun.
Yeah, to be fair, it's pretty hard.
It is.
Yeah.
Make sure that you guys keep up with Alicia at everyday_connection on socials. And of course, make sure that you keep up with us at AFLPLAY on socials. So you're making sure that you're keeping up with all of the most viral play moments, and we'll be celebrating how you play. See you next week.